So it's been a little over a month since my last video, and since then I went to see where all the strawberries come from Carl's. They have a strawberry amusement park, which is pretty great actually. And I went to Long Night at the museums, which is when the museums were open late. And I went to the Contemporary Art Museum that is near my apartment. And I didn't take any videos of those because I was just having a fun time, enjoying myself. But the other reason I haven't made any videos is just because I've been dealing with a lot of like depression and homesickness and anxiety. A lot of anxiety. More anxiety than depression, but it took me a while to figure that out. I was just like, I was having panic attacks every day, readjusting to being home alone most of the time, just being anxious about getting sick, and trying to get my healthcare sorted out, which is still a mess. It's a little bit better now. Finally had an appointment with my psychiatrist, and she upped my dose of anti-anxiety medication to compensate for the fact that I am being forced to double my Wellbutrin. And with the increased like social anxiety that comes from just not being able to like communicate very well, and the loneliness from like not having a community, having more anti-anxiety medication in my life has helped a lot. And I got my COVID booster shot this week, which took me out for 2 days. It wasn't as bad as when I had Moderna and the flu vaccine last November, which I got 3 weeks after top surgery, and that was brutal. I just had a low fever, and I couldn't use my left arm because it felt like I'd gotten 2 tetanus shots in it. So I just sort of laid on the couch and binged Gilmore Girls for a day and a half. And now I'm feeling better, but something that I have been doing, trying to like get out of my apartment and do things and like slowly integrate myself and become less terrified of ordering coffee and food and whatever, is I've been going out and finding a spot by some water and sketching again. And I haven't drawn in quite some time, so I'm kind of horrified at my drawings. But what I am going to do today is show you some of the places that I have been drawing at, and the places that I've found to just sort of sit by when I need to get out of the apartment and just like see people and be seen by people. Because as it turns out, I've been talking to my therapist about this a lot, and being in a new country is, I mean, it's overwhelming for everyone, but it brings up a lot of childhood trauma and a lot of the feelings that I had when I was first married and 18 and figuring stuff out, and just out of being homeschooled and trying to figure out like what the fuck American culture was, and like how to interact with my peers and all of these things. Like being homeschooled and getting out into the world outside of your bubble, we talk about it a lot in the alumni community, and it's really true. And it's, now that I'm in a foreign country, I realize exactly how true it is. Like, it is like being from a different country. When you grow up homeschooled and isolated and sheltered and like hidden from everything that your parents don't like, and you grow up and you leave, you go to college or you get married or you get a job or whatever your way out is, like, it's a shock. It is a huge shock. You don't know how to interact with people. You don't know what the social etiquette is. You don't know the references people are making. And it's very isolating until you find your people. And I went through that when I was 18. And I'm going through that again at 31. And there's a not insignificant part of me that's like just tired of doing this again and really wishes that I could have come to Berlin with a community fully formed and established, like, from the get-go. But that's not how this shit works. So I've been dealing with a lot of feelings about that and a lot of feelings of, like, just trying to be okay with being in this awkward space right now where I have people who I know, but I'm not close enough with. Like, I don't have the same kind of friendships here as I do with people in the US, obviously. And just trusting that, like, every single other time I've moved to a new place, whether it was Maine or Seattle or Oakland, that I will build a community and I will find family here. It just takes time, and it's just irritating because the language barrier is a whole lot of overhead, and I'm doing things about it. Like, I have books now. I borrowed some books from a friend. I'm obviously still doing Duolingo. I'm looking into finding a class that I can take, maybe at the library, and working on trying to find people. And now that I have my COVID booster, I feel less anxious about going out and doing things with groups of people because I at least have some immunity. It's not the variant booster, we don't have that out here yet, but it's something. So, the other really big news is we have blue cards now. If you listened to my podcast, you heard the story about how my blue card is kind of fucked up because I'm here on a child reunification visa and I should be here on a spouse reunification thing, but whatever. As long as it doesn't mess up housing in the future, I'm fine. And so at the end of this month, I'll be going to Barcelona, and I will be taking video of that, and I'm very excited to be able to do some exploring and be able to do it without being terrified of getting COVID from being on a train. So, yeah. So that's where I've been. I'm going to go ahead and show you around the places that have become my haunts, and I'm really happy that I finally have found a couple places that I can go and just be. So, enjoy. This building used to be a guard tower. I like to just come and sit on these steps and watch whatever happens on the river. So this is my spot. Well, some time has passed since the last part of this video. I started long-term HRT injections and I feel so much better. And I launched a channel for my gaming videos. Right now it has the Stardew Valley live streams that I've been doing on Twitch for Trans Rights Farm. So if you want to check it out, click on the little button. The channel is small and blue. Go like and subscribe if you have a chance and want to watch some fun gaming stuff. There will be some Minecraft stuff up soon as I finish editing it all together. But I'm going to be on vacation in Spain and France for a couple weeks, so you can look forward to seeing some videos of that. I might do a couple shorts. Enjoy my grocery store. See you next time. This is the American section.